In today's video, we're gonna visit Tarpon Springs, a historic Greek community built by the sponge industry. Also, Dunedin, Florida and its popular causeway, and finally, Clearwater Beach. So don't click or tap anywhere because Traveling Robert is coming up next.
I'm riding with my RV, wherever I want to be, 'cause I'm free in my RV.
Good morning from the St. Petersburg Madeira Beach campground. Hello everybody, we're going to drive about 30 miles north to the northernmost point of Pinellas County, and here we are, Tarpon Springs. A lot of Greek immigrants arrived here during the 1890s to work on the emerging sponge industry, and today, well, they have like the highest percentage of Greek Americans of any city in the United States. It is known as the sponge capital of the world. Let's explore the historic downtown here, which is somewhat deserted on this Monday morning. It is a holiday. It is actually quite picturesque. One of the main landmarks here is the St. Nicholas Greek Orthodox Cathedral. It was completed in 1943. The cathedral actually replaced a church built in 1907. It was built with marble from Greece, Czechoslovakian chandeliers, and it has 23 stained glass windows. Whew! They have an annual Epiphany celebration in which teenage boys dive into the nearby Spring Bayou to retrieve a cross. They even have a statue of an Epiphany diver in front of the church to prove it. We continue walking towards the aforementioned Spring Bayou, and here's the 1910 Inn, which is a bed and breakfast. And here's Spring Bayou, surrounded by this nice park, the streets lined up with all these historic homes. At the center of it all, there's this World War II memorial. The park is actually very nice, very peaceful, with all these Spanish moss-draped oak trees. Too bad it is a gray, gloomy day, but hey, at least it is not raining. I am pretty sure that this is the spot where they do the Epiphany ceremony. A lot of these houses are for sale, by the way, fully restored, just in case you want to buy one. And that over there, that is the cultural center. Let's get back in the car. We're gonna go to the historic Sponge Docks and find something to eat while we're there. But before we do that, let's drive around the Spring Bayou a little bit. And here we are, the historic Sponge Docks. They seem to be having some kind of arts and craft festival, so lucky for us. Let's find parking. Parking is $5, by the way. This is actually the area where the sponge industry originally began and helped to build this Greek community. It is nowadays very commercialized and touristy, with places like this, the Spongerama. They are supposed to have the world's finest sponges, and I was actually tempted to buy one, but they're pricey and I'm probably never gonna use it, so I decided against it. They have all these old boats docked here and some quirky stuff. More sponges. Sponges everywhere. Okay, let's check out the Arts and Crafts Festival while we're here. I mean, it is on the main drag, so it is unavoidable. Yay! Live music. Is that a Cuban flag I see? Dreams of Cuba, hand-rolled cigars. And it looks like they have Cuban coffee too. Here's the famous Hellas restaurant and bakery. Family-owned since 1970. Yeah, I think we're coming back for lunch. We continue walking towards the end of the festival. Okay, my stomach is starting to growl, so let's go eat. The restaurant is still somewhat empty. I mean, it is early, it's around noon. We begin with a generously served glass of house wine and saganaki for appetizer, which is this flamed cheese. Very delicious. Yum. We have the signature gyro or gyro for the main course, as the restaurant gets a little more crowded, and a baklava for dessert. Very satisfying and not too pricey considering it is a touristy area. We finish it off with an espresso at the bakery, and we buy some sweets for later. Well, we had some delicious food at Hellas Greek restaurant, and I even got a box of sweets, of Greek desserts for later. Our next stop is Wall Spring Park. In the 1920s, the park and the natural spring used to be a health spa known as the Health Springs. There is an observation tower at the end that I'm really looking forward to see, get a bird's eye view. It is overall a nice, relaxing park with all this Spanish moss and this boardwalk. But there's nothing really unique about it, if you know what I mean. And the observation tower, by the way, is closed for renovations, so there we go. Well, it wasn't that tall anyways. Check out the fish. Nature, man. And this is the view from one of the fishing piers. Okay, let's continue. The highlight definitely was that flying fish, or whatever that was. But before we leave, let me show you the actual spring here. Our next stop is the city of Dunedin. First of all, let's check out the Dunedin Causeway, which takes you to the Honeymoon Island State Park. It seems to be a nice place here with what seems to be mostly locals come to relax, fish, paddleboard, or just chill by the beach. At the end of the road, we encounter Honeymoon Island State Park, but I don't think the few minutes that we intend to be in there will justify the entrance fee, so another time perhaps. Let's go back to the causeway. I actually wanted to park here and fly the drone, but guess what happened? I forgot to bring the controller, so there goes that. It is such a gloomy day, and don't be misled by that. The temperature is actually quite warm, it's probably high 70s, 80. Okay, I think it is time to go. Let's go to downtown Dunedin to check it out, and I hear there's a famous brewery there too. And here we are. We park here by Pioneer Park. Let's walk around a little bit. Yes, let's explore. Here we encounter once again the Pinellas Trail, which goes all the way from Tarpon Springs back to St. Petersburg. This city actually stands out for its unobstructed views of the Intercoastal Waterway, which we'll see soon enough, and the absence of any chain stores or franchise restaurants. Everything seems to be local, which is a good thing. Chickaboom room. You gotta love that crosswalk. Okay, let's go to the pier at the end of the marina and hang out with the enhingas and the pelicans. That's Clearwater Beach across the Intercoastal. Heckle and Jekyll here. Fly, pelican, fly. Let's continue. Yep, and El Camino. Next, we're gonna go to Florida's oldest craft microbrewery, established in 1995. Yeah, way before craft beer was a thing. We have the Piper's Pale Ale, and the place is pretty chill. Lots of patrons that look like regulars, actually. Next up, Clearwater Beach. We drive south on Edgewater Drive, which is a pretty scenic drive actually, with the Intercoastal to our right, and all these probably rather pricey properties to the left. And here we are, downtown Clearwater. Soon, we will take the Causeway towards the beach on the Barrier Island. Here we are, the Causeway. This is supposed to be one of the nicest beaches in Florida, so we're dying to check it out. Too bad we forgot to bring our bathing suits. Actually, it doesn't matter, the water is probably too cold here in mid-January. We're going to arrive here just in time for the sunset. And apparently they do have some kind of sunset celebration, you know, like they do in Fort Myers and Key West. By the way, remember how gloomy it was earlier? It turned into a gorgeous afternoon. Beautiful weather here to end our day. Let's park right here and walk to the pier. It is called Sunsets at Pier's 60 Daily Festival. And they do have street performers, of course.
Oh, Danny boy. Hey, Danny, do us a favor. Give us some more credit. Hold the hoop higher. That's too much credit.
And here we are at the pier, Pier 60. It is actually a gorgeous beach, white sand and lots of it. Well, hello everybody and greetings from Clearwater Beach here in the sun coast of Florida. We want to wait for the sunset, I think, and then we're going to continue driving south from here. By the way, keep in mind you have to pay to get to the end of the pier, but it is like a $1 fishing fee, so not much. You also get to see the pelicans, and they don't mind posing for the camera. Check out this guy on the weather vane. No wonder the weather isn't accurate. Hi, Pope.
He's balancing himself on the beach to join the ride.
He's gonna get dizzy. All these birds are really friendly, not afraid of humans at all. You can tell they get fed by the fishermen quite often.
goes.
Ready, fishy? What's up, dude? Yeah! You're welcome.
He looks happy.
You didn't touch it.
Okay, that's it. Let's continue driving south on Gulf Boulevard towards Madeira Beach to our temporary accommodations for this part of the trip. So much left to explore here, but the day only has so many hours and this one is pretty much gone. In the next video, we will move the RV to Tampa to the Super Rally at the Florida RV Super Show. And in the afternoons, after the RV show, well, we'll explore the great historic city of Tampa. So make sure you come back next week for that. All good things come to an end. But before you go, if you liked it, do me a solid and give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Also, remember to subscribe if you haven't and check out my other videos. You can also visit the blog at travelingrobert.com, join the mailing list, and follow me on social media at travelingrobert. As always, thank you so much for watching and see you on the road.
Riding with my RV.